Kilobyte here. In this video, I'm gonna give you some tips and tricks to changing your oil. Now, some of these tips will apply to any engine, changing the oil, and I'll have some specific to flat tappet cams, that type of thing. Might help you out. All right, so we used to always use Castrol GTX in our hot rods, and it was great at the time. It's only got 800 or so ZDDP. So on a engine with high spring pressure, if you got really stiff springs in the heads, those put a lot of wear on a flat tappet cam. So you probably want to use something like the VR1, which has 1300 ZDP and will help it last longer. But if you're running, you know, something that's got low spring pressure, like my old 460 in the truck, I could run this all day. It'd be fine. There's just not enough spring pressure pushing on the cam lobes from the lifters, even though they're flat. And yes, the Chevelle's got a 383 and with the flat tappet. And next, I always pre-fill the filter. Now, there are people that will say, oh, no, don't do that. You'll get contaminants. The oil is never going to be as clean as it is coming out of this jug. It is brand new oil. It will never be as clean as it is there. And obviously, the filter is the filter. It's already, if it has anything in it, it's already there. I'm not adding it. This is going to keep the engine from having 1-2 seconds or so, depends on how fast your oil pump is and all that, of no oil in it before it starts sending oil. It won't have to fill this up because it'll already be pre-filled. So pour some in, and hopefully maybe you can see that. It will soak in to the pleats, and you'll then have to add a little more. So in this case, it screws straight up. So I'm going to actually fill it up a fair bit. If your screws into the side or something like that, then I wouldn't do over half because it's going to want to dump any farther than that, and it's going to dump. So fill it up based upon the direction in which your oil filter is going to sit in the engine. Now I'm using 2050. That's what I have used from when this engine was built back in the 90s. Use whatever weight is appropriate for your engine. So I'm going to be putting this on the car. I won't bother showing you that, but this filter, by the way, does fit with headers. That's why I use it, 51069 wicks. All right, so how much oil do I need to put in? Well, drain pan, empty container. So it's about 3.4 quarts came out, plus what was left in the oil filter. So I'm sure it's up to 4. So it looks like about 4 quarts came out of the engine, which sounds about right. So when I pour the new stuff in, I'm going to, including what I put in the oil filter, I'm going to put in 4 quarts. And that should be pretty close to topped off without going over. Now this assumes it was at the right level when you started draining, of course. If your nylon washer looks like that, it won't come off, it's cracking, discolored, you need a new one. Yeah, in my case it's the 1/2 inch. Those fit fine. I'm gonna actually have to cut this off. It will not come off. All right, so 3 things. 1, be sure to take a little bit of the oil and put it around the ring on the oil filter, the gasket, so that it slides and doesn't get bunched up. 2nd, you can use one of these old things and create a funnel. And 3rd, shake your oil. Turn it upside down, mix it up, before you actually pour it. Believe it or not, there are chemicals in here that will settle at the bottom. So if it's been setting for a long time, then you grab it and just dump it, you're not going to get all that out. It's going to stay at the bottom, and those are the things that you need in it. So shake it up, turn it upside down, roll it around, get it mixed up before you pour it. Yep, who knew? So did you learn anything? Or did I miss some tricks that you know? Let us know in the comments. Hope that was helpful. If so, please like, subscribe, comment, and good luck with yours.